Dave Fellows from Peter Kittle Motorsport. This is our 2000 Jimco buggy. We race the Australian Off-Road Round Series. The buggy's frame is made out of chromoly. The suspension, we run Fox shocks. We run a bypass shock and also a coilover to carry the weight of the car. Our brake calipers are 4-spot on the front and 6-spot on the rear. Move into the cabin. We have a driver and navigator. The navigator calls a lot of the corners. We're coupled in safely with a 5-point harness. We deliver air to us both, fresh air, so we're not breathing in dust all the time, and that's forced into our helmets. Move to the rear of the car. Once again, we run the coilover shock to carry the car and the bypass. These are adjusted externally so for ease of tuning on the rough stuff. We drive the car with a 35-inch BFG tyre. They seem to handle the terrain quite well. The gearbox is an Albin 6-speaker sequential gearbox, and the engine is the 3.5 litre Orion twin turboed, and we've coupled that up to Motec ignition and ECU modules.
I originally got started in junior motorbikes and rode the Finke Desert Race in 1976 when I was 16 years old. That was the first race. We've been in it for a long time, and I started off driving myself, but now we've got 2 cars, one that we fully sponsor and maintain and run all over Australia, and another one that we assist. Our plan for next year is to have 2 full cars that we run and campaign, and at the moment I'd say we're at the pointy end of the field, and it's all travelling pretty well this year. We bought this car out from America about 6 years ago and slowly developed it. It's always had a Toyota V6 engine in it. It's got 700 horsepower when we run it on high boost. The most important thing in our sport is it's got lots of suspension, about 24 inches of travel at the front and the rear. A lot of people that have never seen one are amazed at the suspension. Probably the size of the shocks and the springs is what people are attracted to the most. Then they get close and see that it's twin turbocharged. It's been fully kitted out to cart our race team around Australia. We probably spent a fair bit of time designing it. Carries a fair bit of weight. We take it on a lot of dirt roads, and it's a specially purpose-built vehicle that suits our needs. I've been involved with the Finke as a competitor or a sponsor or a team owner since the start. So it means a hell of a lot to me. It's a race that's very hard. It's very hard on gear. You know, this year alone, I'm not quite sure of the car numbers this year, but it'll be above 70. But there's 580 bikes nominated, so it's a huge event, and seems to get bigger each year.